Okay, we're going to continue with proofs. Before we do that, we're going to look at some relationships here that are important. So as we go through this lesson, we're going to look at some angle relationships that'll be critical in not just solving problems, but also doing proofs. And we'll go through a proof together here in just a second. But one of the relationships we want to look at is this one, vertical angles. This one's real important. The vertical angles here are 1 and 2, and also 3 and 4. Okay, vertical angles are angles that are just back to back. Basically, they make a V back to back. So we have a V here, we have a V here. They share the same vertex. So the angles that are back to back are congruent. So 1 and 2 are back to back. To be vertical angles, they have to be made by two intersecting lines, segments, rays, something of that nature. Okay, so we'll look at some problems here in just a second, how we utilize that relationship. Other relationships that we need to know, okay, right angles, they're all congruent, that makes sense, they're all 90 degrees. If two angles are congruent and supplementary, then that means they're both 90, because if they're equal to each other and have to equal 180, since that's what supplementary means, remember, supplementary is 180. So that should make sense mathematically, 180, then that means these would both have to be 90 plus 90, which means they're both right angles, okay? The other important relationship we want to look at, vertical angles is real important. This is the other one, linear pairs. Linear pairs are a pair of angles that are adjacent. That means they're just beside each other, right next to each other, adjacent, and they form a line. That's why they're called linear pairs. Remember, a line equals 180 degrees. So when you see two angles that are beside each other on the same line, that means they have to equal 180. So let's look at a proof down here. Let's go through this together. Remember, in proofs, one of the things that we've emphasized is your first reason is always given, but always go back and look at your given statement, okay? In this case, my given statement has two things. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, but also I have this angle 1 is equal to 105. Okay, that was not in the first statement. Why? Because it's in the second one. Now, they could have all written it in one statement. Some texts do it separately. Some examples do it separately. So just always pay attention to your given statement and how many things are in there. Okay, next we have transitive property. Now remember, we've talked about transitive. Transitive is like substitution. The only difference is transitive has, remember the T, three things. Okay, so we have three things here. We have 1, 2, and then 105. So transitive property says we take that 1 out of the three things, and now we say angle 2, if I can write, measure of angle 2 is equal to 105. We've basically substituted angle 2 for angle 1. So remember, I've told you I'm good. Transitive, substitution, the same. Really, transitive just involves three things. Okay, now we see this definition of linear pair. Okay, so we go up here. We got to kind of get an idea of what it is we're trying to do. So we're trying to get angle 3 equal to 75. So a linear pair. So if we go back to definition of a linear pair, those are two angles that are adjacent and sit on the same line. So in this case, if we look up here, that's angles 2 and 3. So we would say angle 2 and angle 3 are a linear pair by the definition. Remember, usually if we have a geometric term, the reason is its definition, okay? Then we have this linear pairs theorem, which we just looked at, which says they have to add to equal 180. Now, what's happened from this statement to this one? This angle 2 has become 105. How is that? Because back up here, we said angle 2 was equal to 105. So what we have done is we have substituted. So that's substitution. And then what do we have here? We've got angle 3 is equal to 75. So what did we do? We had to subtract. So this is subtraction. Remember, it's subtraction property of equality, but we just say subtraction. We subtracted 105 from 180 and got 75. Okay, so let's look at a couple of examples with vertical angles just to see relationships, okay? So here we have these vertical angles. They're back to back, okay? Share the same vertex, the V's, all that stuff. So what's true about them? Those two are equal. So all we do is we just set those equal and we solve. And we're going to see we've got to do some algebra here. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. That's 2x minus 45 equals 5. Now I'm going to add 45. So 2x equals 50, divide by 2, and x equals 25. Now, it's real important that when you're doing problems you read. It says find the value of x, which we've done, and the measure of each angle. What that means is I've got to go back and take 25 and plug it back in. Now, this is a great way to check your answers. If I plug 25 in, 4 times 25 is 100. 100 plus 5 is 105. Now, if I solve this correctly, that means I should get 105 on the other side. So if I do 6 times 25, that's 150. 150 minus 45 is 105, and yes, that is correct.